This tiny rail grid is deliberately pretty terrible. The intersections don't have signals, the rail grid itself is kind of small and trains are restricted, roboports are pretty close together, and it's just an expensive and bad way of filling up a map, which was a successful experiment in what's the worst possible rail grid I can have that still works. But there was an interesting lesson here as well, and that we clip out a couple of roboports. First of all, we see how ineffective our roboport coverage was, but also, if we're getting towards the deep late game of doing things with just logistics bots, it's pretty easy to build a dedicated logistics area that still mostly follows the grid build and is air-gapped from the main grid by a small enough area that it's actually pretty easy to jump in things like train fuel that we only need a bit of, while the trains are doing the main build section. So that's basically the entire lesson. If you're thinking about building a rail grid that you want to take into the deep late game of logistic bot builds, maybe don't just think about where roboports will go, but maybe also where they won't go to break the grid, to keep all your logistics bots in the build. That's basically it. It's fine.